How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are checking out the AGL Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose's Super EZA. We got him max links and rainbow status, and honestly, pretty excited. This guy has released to rival that of the Fizz Vegito Blues Super EZA, and honestly, I'm super excited to use him because I've never used this guy before. I was not around when he initially released, nor did when he EZA'd. I got a little taste of Fizz Vegito when he EZA'd, because that was right around my start of Dokkan. This guy I never truly got to enjoy, so it'll be interesting here to see him on this new team. We are going to run him on the Goku Black's team here, so let's take a look at his passive. Once Super EZA'd, he's got attack defense 200%, damage reduction 20%, all allies key 3, and attack defense 30%, plus an additional super launches an additional super attack. When receiving an attack, he gets defense 200% and an additional defense 100% when HP is 70% or less. For every attack received, he gets attack 60% up to 300%, and chance for one critical hit 10% up to 50%, and damage reduction rate 25% up to 50 within the turn up to 50%. So he builds crit. He's got a lot of attack, and when all allies are extreme or future, he guards and has gives super class allies 20% critical hit and extreme allies 20% critical hit for 2 turns. And for that reason, I chose to go full additionals for him. He's got no crit in him because, I mean, the amount of crit that he's building is going to be more than good. So we're actually going to pop him in slot 2 here because you can see there are multiple attacks here. So 300k startup turn defense doesn't look like a lot, but of course we do have that 20% damage reduction, and of course we are building up to another 50%, so 70% damage reduction up to. So that could pose problems with certain supers, but for the most part, I mean, he's gonna be chilling pretty well here in the second or third slot, wherever he's gonna be. All right, here we go. All right, so we get the 27 mil on the Rose. So ideally, we'll learn from our mistake with Goku and the Vegito in that showcase, and we'll just focus on getting one Rose buff. Although we aren't doing a Gogeta buff here, so it might not be too bad. But remember, Rose not only just gave him 60% on his... ooh, okay, so 7 mil. Nothing crazy. Alright, we get an additional super attack. Okay, but remember, his attack is built with the amount of attacks that he gets. So this first turn, he's not going to be looking too crazy. Look at that, we got a triple super here, because we got a 60% chance to do an additional super attack on top of our guaranteed one. Alright, and then now we're going to start getting that attack build. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, so that worked out. We do have our Rose clones here for the extra support. And really, the extra Rose clones are just here to help the Int one do what he needs to do. That's, I mean, if we're being completely honest. Okay, let's grab that. There we go. That should do the trick. Hopefully. There we go, 30 million on this one. We're going to get the Int LR. We have the Int LR. We're going to get him over here with this Goku Black. We got to time it, though. At some point, we're going to need to get a kill with him, though. That's the only thing. Oh, well, if we don't kill this turn, we might just throw him slot 1 on the next one and let him go to town. Let's see. Just so we get the guaranteed kill. And it does mean we'll rotate off... it does mean that we will rotate off AGL Rose, though. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that. Are you going to dodge, bro? No? Okay, we should be able to tank the normal, the super. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, yeah, so exactly what I thought might happen. So can we get super attack here? What if we just do this number? And then, no, I kind of want to keep them together. Okay, this is probably for the best. Alright, let's do that. Do that with Rose. Hopefully, there shouldn't be a super at the end, so... I mean, if you just see the jump and attack that the AGL one got, and then everybody here is just juicing the crap out of this LR. So, just so we can guarantee him getting that extra... getting the kill and getting the extra buff that he needs for his passive, we're doing this. And then we'll keep the other rows on the other rotation there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and now he's buffed up for the rest of the battle. Perfect. It worked out. Not ideal, but hey, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so let's put the rows in front. I feel like we should rotate off. Oh, no. With the AoE there, it's probably best to do the tech. Okay, so we gotta get a... There we go. Oh, perfect. This works out. Yeah, remember, these guys have to get their same type key sphere. So you gotta play around that. Perfect. Alright, I mean, I just love the fact that this Rose is giving everybody 80% attack and defense on this team. It's kind of beautiful. It'll be a shame when Infusion Zamos EZAs this celebration, and then he can't get buffed by Rose, because Rose, I mean, he doesn't have Goku Black in the name. Rose only buffs Goku Blacks, which is such an odd I mean, I guess it makes sense they wanted you to use him with the clones, but it's just such an odd restriction to be specifically Goku Blacks and not just like Future Saga or something. I guess that would have been a little broken, though. Or, I mean, if it was just, like, Extreme Future Saga, it wouldn't be too broken, but still. I mean, it's a silly restriction, nonetheless. Excellent. Okay, and now we got our turns. I like it. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to grab that. It's not ideal. Okay, let me just keep stacking up with our roses. I really, so my only bum thing about this, I mean, it's clear that these guys were meant for short events. My only bum thing about Rose and Vegito is they don't stack defense, which means their opening turns, depending on the fight, can be a little rough, but also, right, it does mean longer events like this can also be a bit rough for them, right? Especially like where the Jiren here at the end, who can seal, right? That could potentially be a problem. But I think I don't think it'll be that bad. All right, so here we go. So we actually got a decent turn here, but remember, this is like a dangerous turn. So we're gonna put Rose in front here. This is a real dangerous turn because Catoplegia has an extra 300% attack and defense, but we do have, you know, 5 links active here. Okay, cool. So, all right, 38 million on the Rose here. We'll take it. Now, nice. Alright, so let's see how the AGL one does here this turn. Okay, so a lot better after those attacks from Botomagetsa from the last turn. So that's kind of nice. And then we've still got some build-up, too, coming from whatever Catoplegia is going to do here. And remember, he's got the Blue Evolution Vegeta effect with his damage reduction build-up. There we go. Okay, so we're fully built up now, although now I'm a little concerned. There we go. Oh, perfect. That's right. He has an action cancel. I was like, what is that super there at the end? But okay, this works. All right, and now we're a little more protected here. Let's grab that with the Rose. Okay, perfect. And then we'll grab that. Okay, so this is running smooth. There's the super. Does he seal? He seals here, don't we? Can we dodge? I got a little dodge in him. Nope. Okay, well, it's not going to kill us, but it's sealed, which means we lost an attack stack. That's a shame. Well, good news is we get to watch Int Rose do some work. That might actually help us in the long run, because we are going to use Zamos's effects, probably. Look at that, 55 million. I love it. I love to see it. I want to juice this guy up. I want to see how much we can juice this guy up. We're going to do a motorcycle run with him. There we go. Look at that. Just one shot. Okay. Alright, and exactly what I didn't want to happen. So, I am going to use the Sensu Bean, and that's just so I don't have to break up the rotations, because, you know, he likes to do that. There we go. Yeah, okay. So, you know, we could try to put him in front there, but I'm going to tell you he's not going to tank the normals from Topo, because Topo's normals are already pushing 2 million, and he's going to, as he gets built up. I think they're, yeah. So we don't want to do that. So we're not really going to tank the normals pre-super. We can definitely tank them post-super, but we don't want to put Rose in front there, just to test it. He would tank the super, I will say that, because you know, his super attack effect, where is it at? We are greatly raising defense, and with the amount of supers we're doing, plus his damage reduction build-up, we would absolutely tank the super here. However, it's those attacks pre-super that we would have to be concerned about, and we don't really want to, you know, we don't want to, you know, put ourselves in that dangerous situation. It doesn't really do anything for us other than make us lose, right? It puts us in a losing situation. Yeah, so I definitely would not put him slot 1. He is better in slot 2 or slot 3. There we go. And remember, he's providing 2-turn crit support for everybody, too. So everybody here is getting crits, thanks to him. There we go. And there goes the super on the STR Rose. Now, if we're lucky, we don't get locked here. There we go. Okay, so not bad on the attack. I like it. We're fully built up now, by the way. All right. 35 mil. I'll take it. You know what? 35 mil is pretty good for a Super EZA, right? I wouldn't be expecting too much more out of these Super EZAs. Okay, perfect. And then double-digit tanking. Perfect. Yeah, and remember, his damage reduction built up within the turn, so it resets every turn. It's a shame it doesn't stay that way. I wish it would. And that's the other reason why you can't really go slot 1. It's the same as Blue Evolution, right? You can't really stick him slot 1. He's better building up that post-super. Okay, what is with these guys just giving up on dodging? What happened? Okay. It's not even the dodge phase. Alright, so, again, I don't want to break up my rotations here, so we're actually just going to do this number. Alright, and then... Is it Zamas that builds up? No, I think it's Rose that gets the extra 15%, right? Let's double check here on the active skill. Alright, massively raises attack super. Yes, okay, it is Rose. So we're actually going to pop Rose's active skill here. So we can prep for the next turn. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Beautiful. Alright. And this is just so, you know, coming into the next turn, we have everything we need to be successful. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, we probably didn't. But, well, actually, no, we did need to use the, I was going to say, we probably didn't need to use the Sensu Bean now, since we got the heal up. But, no, we did need to, because I didn't want to break up the rotations. Alright, and then we may as well just get the Dokkan attack, finish this phase here. Perfect. Alright, and remember, this next phase does seal, so that is something we're gonna have to deal with. Beautiful. Okay. Alright. So now, alright. It's pretty safe to assume he's probably going to super slot 1. That's typically where he super. So, again, we're going to buff up Rose. So, we can see here, right, look at where we're at offensively. So, we're going to get a little extra buff here by using the other Rose's active skill. Beautiful. I really wish Rose had the STR Rose had a little more dodge in him. I feel like that would be very helpful. But, wait, you know, we'll take it. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, with the damage reduction buildup, again, not really wanting to go slot 1. That is not an ideal place for him. I mean, maybe this turn we could get it, but knowing that Jiren is very likely to super slot 1. Unless you're me and you just he just decides to not speak. As soon as I start talking a point, Jiren decides to do the one thing he always does. That's okay. Normally he's super slot 1, right? With the idea of sealing your sealing your characters. Wait, is he just straight up not supering? Okay, so 40 million we got him up to with the Rose support. Now we could try something silly and get STR Rose for another 80% over here. We're not gonna do that because then that leaves our other rotation fully exposed. But I mean, we could theoretically do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's see. Can we tank this? Actually, okay, so this actually worked out. 60% defensive support here, buffed up by both Roses. We tanked the super for double digits. Very nice. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm impressed. I mean, I don't know if that's like the bare minimum, but I mean, the fact that he tanked it when a lot of other units can't, right? A lot of other units could take more damage from that. It does annoy me, though, and there's the super attack right there. Okay. How's his defense? 1.4 mil. Is that enough to tank slot 1 here? I don't think it is. I think we need to put him slot 2. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's do this. And this should finish the rotation. This should finish the fight here. Alright, perfect. So, yeah, because the Ant Rose is going to have the extra defensive buff from the STR Rose, and then we should be able to we should be able to live the super, assuming we don't kill here. So honestly, Goku Black did exactly what I anticipated him to do. Right, he survived the supers. He got built up exactly the way we intended. He's not a slot 1 unit. Slot 2, slot 3 is kind of where you're going to see the most out of him. I mean, especially as a support unit. Yeah, they really designed these two EZAs as flow. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay. Slow down, bud. Is that going to be enough to kill? I think if we get all our supers, we do. Maybe not. We should live the super, though. There it is. Okay. Nice little showing for Int Rose's temporary buff, too, while we're at it. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. It doubled it. It's perfect. Now, just hopefully the Rose clone, he can't dodge, right? Because this part cancels dodge. So we just have to hope he can live the normal with the double Rose domain. It's not really a domain, but it kind of works like... Oh, yeah. There we go. We're good. Sweet. Okay, since it is the final turn, if we die here, we die here. I'm pretty sure he can't live. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna finish here anyways, but I'm pretty sure if he supers slot 1, we would take a bunch of damage. We might live. Oh, okay. Oh. Maybe I underestimated him. I mean, I'm glad we put him where we put him last time because we actually got to see the super attack. I was kind of hoping Jiren would actually super here slot 1. I just wanted to see how much he would take since we pretty much ended the fight. But no, Jiren just said, I don't feel like super in slot 1. You're trying to show off, you know, your 2023 units, and I'm gonna super slot 1 every single time. But this time, no, I'm not gonna give it to you because I know you have a unit that can tank it. It's funny how the RNG in this game works sometimes. But I mean, either way, what we got to see out of Rose is a lot better than I expected. Again, I don't expect him to be tanking super slot 1, but it does look like I definitely underestimated that damage reduction on him. Seems like he can tank the normals. I think part of that is because he's type advantage here. I might test it against AGL Jiren. I think he could do okay. Although AGL Jiren does have crit, which can kind of mess with things, but I mean, it's still pretty good. Rose definitely impressed me here with his defense. Tanking the normals pre-super is definitely a plus. Being able to survive Jiren's super, post-super, while doesn't say much, it tells you that he is, he's good enough to be run in the current fights, which sometimes with the EZAs, that's kind of hit or miss sometimes. So it's nice to know that he actually is living up to what we need for super bosses. He's going to be a great partner for the new STR Rose. Now all we need is that Insamas EZA, and this team is going to be working pretty solid, and really looking forward to the kind of stuff we can pull off with a full super bosses, full Rose and Zamos team. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what do you think of Rose's EZA? Did they do it, or did they do it well? How did you compare him to Vegito? I don't think it's a great comparison because they both serve very different roles for their team, but I do think it is. I think it's a good comparison just given the timing, right? Where would you place these two in relation to each other? I think they're both great. Rose is definitely exactly what the Super Bosses team needed, especially the Rose variant. So let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.